Hi everybody, this video is about time. There are so many different clocks and watches. They have different approach how to show you the time. And here's another one. It is called ANAVI Word Clock. It's an open source hardware project that I have been working on for several months. And obviously it shows you the time using words from the English language. Let me show you the key ingredients of this project and let me explain you how I created the printed circuit board for it. ANAVI Word Clock is an entirely open source project. I'm designing it with free and open source software, and it has three main groups of parts. The first group are the printed circuit boards. We have a couple of them, one for the real-time clock and one for the microcontroller that controls everything. The second thing that we have is an 8x8 NeoPixel panel, and the third thing is the 3D printed case. Of course, there's other small parts, for example, various fasteners like screws and nuts. And one more thing, the firmware. Well, it's not visible like the physical parts, but it's a very important part of the whole project. I decided to write an open source Arduino sketch to control the word clock. A word clock is a clock that tells the time using words instead of digits. Here I have 8x8 panel of NeoPixels, or in total 64 NeoPixels. NeoPixel is the name for addressable RGB LED that can be organized on a LED strip, or as in this case, on a panel. The advantage of using NeoPixels is that we can have different color for each word or even different color for each letter in the word. I have to admit that 8x8 matrix is a very small for a traditional word clock. We have only 64 pixels, so fitting all the words is a little bit tricky, but I found a way to do it. Obviously, the information from the clock isn't super accurate because we don't show seconds or even the exact minute. Here we have an example with 25 to 4. We can also write with words something like 5:30. I had the idea about a word clock for many years in my mind. However, I didn't have the right tools for the job. At the end of 2025, I bought a new 3D printer, and recently I upgraded it so I can 3D print parts with different colors. In this case, with white and black. However, this includes many ingredients, and the focus on this video is on the printed circuit board. Initially, I started working on the word clock using ANAVI Miracle Emitter. This is an open source hardware development board for controlling NeoPixel LEDs that are placed on LED strips or LED panels. It is a board that I've designed with KiCad and with XIAO ESP32-C3. However, for the clock, I decided to design a separate board that is smaller, and it is built around XIAO ESP32-C6. Seed Studio designs and manufactures a family of tiny development boards available as modules called XIAO. Here I have XIAO ESP32-C6, which is a tiny low-power development board built around expressive ESP32-C6 microcontroller based on the open instruction set RISC-V. ESP32-C6 features Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5, and additional connectivities options for Zigbee and Thread. XIAO ESP32-C6 comes in a very small size of about 21 by less than 18 millimeters. It provides several GPIO pins, making it a very good choice for a project like the word clock. On top of that, it has a built-in onboard antenna. XIAO models are very versatile, and you can assemble them on a printed circuit board either with through-hole or surface mount technology. XIAO is a family of tiny modules that you can either use separately or embed on your printed circuit boards, as I did. XIAO ESP32-C6 has several advantages over the XIAO ESP32-C3 that I used initially. Both of them are with a RISC-V core, but For the ANAVI Word Clock, I decided to use XIAO ESP32-C6 because it comes with onboard antenna, which makes the assembly process of the clock easier. Does it make any sense to design the printed circuit board that is open source hardware with expensive proprietary tools? In my opinion, the answer is no. Because of this, I always use the free and open source software KiCad to design printed circuit boards. KiCad is a free and open source software that works on Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, and of course GNU Linux distributions. I'm using it on Ubuntu. ANAVI Word Clock is also open source project and it's available in GitHub, so you can download the whole KiCad project for it and load it in KiCad 10. The NeoPixel LEDs are connected to D10, which corresponds to pin 11 on XIAO ESP32-C3, and there is a level shifter because these NeoPixels operate at 5 volt logic while the microcontroller operates at 3.3 volts logic. I have connected a button, an LED and a real-time clock over I2C to the left side of the pins on XIAO ESP32-C6. After completing the schematics, I've designed the board in the PCB view, and you can also see it in 3D view thanks to the features available in KiCad. Honestly, it's a very simple two-layer printed circuit board. I have created zones both from the front and the bottom, and they are routed to ground. I have hatched filled both of them, and because of this, you see this little net. Seeed Studio is a company that manufactures and designs a lot of things. Apart from the famous XIAO family of modules, including the XIAO ESP32-C6 that I'm using in this project, they also provide services for making printed circuit boards. Seed Studio were kind enough to sponsor my project and they provided me free printed circuit boards for my prototypes. Huge thanks to Seed Studio. However, I paid for the delivery, which I have to say was really quick. I exported the Gerber and the drill files from the PCB from KiCad and uploaded it to Seed Studio Fusion. I selected green PCB with white silkscreen, and now you can see the results. Here I have 6 prototypes of the printed circuit board that I've just showed you. I have designed the board in a way to use components for surface mount technology, which typically requires a stencil and a pick and place machine. However, the bill of materials contains just a limited number of components, so for the prototypes I grabbed my soldering iron and using my modest soldering skills I managed to solder all components, both for surface mount technology and for through hole technology. Hopefully in later stages of the project I'll use professional services here in Bulgaria for the manufacturing and the assembly of the PCB. I also soldered 3 wires which end up with a connector specifically for the panel with NeoPixel LEDs. I'm still working on the 3D printed case. It has several parts, and let me show you the current state of the 3D printed case and how I can assemble it. I plan to further modify and improve it in future. The assembly process takes some time, but it's relatively straightforward, and the only tool that I need is a screwdriver. As I have already mentioned, we have 2 printed circuit boards. One of them is with the XIAO ESP32-C6, and by now you know it in details. The other one is with a real-time clock from microCrystal RV3032-C7. So the first thing that I did was to attach the 2 printed circuit boards using the dedicated connector. The real-time clock module also requires a battery. RV3032-C7 is not just a real-time clock, but it also can measure the temperature, and it connects over the I2C bus. The chip for the real-time clock has been manufactured by microCrystal, which is a company of the Swatch Group. So we have a real-time clock from Switzerland. So using a couple of screws, I've attached the main printed circuit board to the 3D printed case, or to be more precise, to the back of the 3D printed case. After that, I had to connect the panel with NeoPixels to the connector on the main board. This way the XIAO ESP32-C3 can control the panel with NeoPixels and show us the time using letters and more precisely words from the English language. Finally, I had to put the 4 screws and to fasten the back of the 3D printed case to the front, and by this to complete the assembly. Believe it or not, this is the most annoying part, but thanks to the magic of video editing, I'm able to increase the speed of this part of the video so I can cut the annoying parts of it. All you need to do to turn on ANAVI Word Clock is to plug a USB-C cable and an appropriate 5-volt power supply. I have created the firmware in a way to run a quick self-check when you turn on ANAVI Word Clock. So first you see the rainbow effect, and after that you see the different words. Everything happens really fast, and after that the firmware connects to the Wi-Fi and to Home Assistant. Keep in mind that I have already configured the firmware, so it knows my Wi-Fi network and password for it. As I said at the beginning, I'm using an 8x8 panel with NeoPixel LEDs, which means that I have just 64 letters, which is not that much. So the accuracy of the clock isn't that good just because I cannot show so many words. Otherwise, with a real-time clock, it's very precise. But the whole idea about this clock is to have something that looks good and to have a different type of a clock. So precision was not part of the goal that I had while I was designing it. I think this is a fun project and it's pretty cool to have something like this on my desk. For example, in this demonstration, you can see how the time changes from 10 to 4 to 5 to 4. According to me, word clocks are cool because they turn something ordinary and very basic, like telling the time, into something creative and interactive. Instead of simply showing numbers, they illuminate words to create phrases, like here 5 to 4. Thank you very much for watching this first video about ANAVI Word Clock. It's an entirely open source project from day one, so you can see all the schematics and the source code available on GitHub. It's still work in progress. In this video, I covered the printed circuit board and the XIAO ESP32-C6 module. However, in next episodes, hopefully I'll cover the progress with the 3D printed case and of course the firmware. So if you like this type of content, hit the like button and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Stay tuned for new videos. See you soon.